Man, we gotta wake up. Do you see what's happening? Have you ever felt overwhelmed by news stories, social media posts, and updates flying at you all at once? That's kind of what it means to flood the zone. This phrase has been used by Steve Bannon, a political advisor to Donald Trump. When he says it, he's talking about a strategy to take over the conversation by giving the public and the media so much information that it's hard to keep up or know what to focus on. Imagine you're in a classroom and one student keeps raising their hand, shouting out answers, asking questions, and telling stories, nonstop. Even if some of what they say is off topic, everyone is still paying attention to that person because they're always talking. That's flooding the zone. The goal is to take up space, distract from what others are saying, and control the focus. This strategy can work really well if the goal is to get attention. Donald Trump has used this approach to stay in the news almost every day. Even when people are criticizing him, he's still the center of the conversation. This keeps his supporters excited and makes it harder for his opponents to get their message across. Also, when there's too much information, some true, some false, and some just confusing, it can tire people out. Many people start to ignore the news or feel unsure about what's real. This helps the person using the strategy because it weakens trust in the media and in fact-checking. Flooding the zone means using a lot of messages to take control of attention. It can be powerful if someone wants to dominate the news or distract from problems, but it can also cause confusion and division. Like many strategies, it may work in the short term, but it can lead to trouble later on. Look, we gotta take care of our families. The good news is, we don't have to just sit back and let ourselves be overwhelmed. Here are some simple ways we can combat flood the zone tactics. Slow down and focus. Don't try to take in everything at once. Pick one or two trusted news sources, and take your time understanding what's really going on. If something sounds shocking or confusing, look it up. Use fact-checking websites like Snopes, PolitiFact, or trusted news organizations to see if it's true. Ask questions. When someone is throwing out lots of statements, ask, what's the real issue? What matters most? This helps you stay focused on what's important. Don't spread everything. Before you share a post or repeat something you heard, pause. Ask yourself if it's true, helpful, or just noise. Sharing false or confusing info helps the flood grow. Talk about it. Talking with family or friends about what's happening can help you understand the bigger picture and feel less overwhelmed. Flooding the zone means using a lot of messages to take control of attention. It can be powerful if someone wants to dominate the news or distract from problems, but it can also cause confusion and division. Like many strategies, it may work in the short term, but it can lead to trouble later on. We don't have to get swept away in the flood. By thinking critically, checking facts, and focusing on what matters, we can stay informed, strong, and smart. Their main goal is to keep us divided and confused. We can't let that happen.